realize, hey, you're a businesswoman. This is gonna happen, and you need to be prepared. So just taking that time out, getting on the phone, talking to that customer, explaining the situation, apologizing, and just being able to move on from it, and just knowing that we apologize for the bottom of our heart.
And welcome back to our channel. It's another episode of Blue Oranges, and we are here in the new year. So we are here with Robin Banks, but before we get to that, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of the new content coming out. All right, so without further ado, we have the lovely Robin Banks with us of Hollywood Glam. So can you tell them a little about who you are? And
Sure. Well, my name is Robin Banks, and first off, I want to just say thanks to Heather and Blue Oranges for having me on today, and Happy New Year to you guys as well. But my name is Robin Banks, and I'm an entrepreneur. My company is called Hollywood Glam Hair Extensions, and we focus on just making the woman feel just glamorous.
Yes. As you flex your hair.
Of course. But we do that also in a lot of different ways. Our products are hair extensions and wigs, but also we have hair products, hair education. A lot of our clients are maybe suffering from chemotherapy or hair loss, from alopecia or any type of hair loss disease. So we focus a lot on, just educating and helping the woman feel confident and beautiful as well.
Awesome. I don't think I think we go to the hair store a lot, and you don't ever think about, the mission behind the hair. So
Absolutely.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That Hollywood Hair Glam has that. That's awesome. So is this?
Yes, this is Hollywood Glam Hair Extensions. This is one of our newest wig line collections that we'll be soon implementing, but they are online where you can order and get it shipped right to your house.
Awesome. All right, so that is an awesome mission that Hollywood Glam Hair Extensions has. So got it right. All right. So what made you get into this particular industry? What about this was more appealing than, say, other businesses in your opinion?
Yeah. Well, I would say just probably the need of quality hair being one. You can buy hair extensions from beauty supply stores or online, AliExpress or something, and you don't know exactly where it's coming from or the company behind the product. So I think what our main mission and what sets us apart is quality hair, the sourcing that goes behind the product to deliver something that's affordable, the quality is there, and the longevity of the product is there as well.
Gotcha. And how long have you been officially working in the industry with Hollywood Glam?
Yeah, I would say about 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah, we started off just a smaller company.
Yeah.
And we've networked with salons as well as business owners, as well as hairstylists. So pretty much anyone that is in our industry that would make a good connection, we network and try and establish a partnership. Or
yeah, is it anything like you imagined it would be when you first started out?
No, I think maybe when I first started out, I just was doing it. But I put more resources behind it. I put more education, not only into the business, but also into myself as well. So developing myself on a professional standpoint, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's so important for you to have professional development, not just at work, but, for yourself personally, to whatever, role or business that you want to see yourself in is to develop yourself in it.
Yeah, that's all. Because I think a lot of people, they're like, oh, I want to start this fashion line, or I want to, be a top marketer or sales or whatever that goal is, and in reinvesting back in yourself. A lot of times they're throwing dollars at the business, but what are you taking in? Like, what books are you reading? What classes or workshops have you attended? It's so important that you keep growing, as an individual. So
absolutely.
You're absolutely right. And so outside of that now, I know you are taking care of yourself as the entrepreneur, but you outside of the business, what does that look like? Or let's start, what roles and what hats do you play?
Oh my gosh. There's a lot of them. I mean, I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm also a corporate businesswoman. So that's my full-time job. And then I'm developing and growing a part-time business as well with the hair company that's growing and soon to be a full-time business. So definitely wear a lot of hats, but I definitely would say I have a lot of support from my husband, my family. So that definitely helps make things run a little bit smoother.
I bet. Yeah. So is there ever, like, what does that look like? Are there ever nights where he's just like, you know what, don't worry about cooking, you just need to like relax? Like, how does your family help support?
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, just like you said, sometimes he can see that I'm working, late on my website, or I'm trying to get something accomplished, trying to meet a deadline. And he's just like, hey, let me, take some of the pressure off of you. Don't worry about dinner, or hey, I took care of this already, so you don't have to worry about it. So, and the children, they're all pretty much young adults, so that helps as well.
Yeah.
It's not small children running around, but just everyone willing to put in that sacrifice. That definitely goes a long way.
All right, so what would you say are some of the challenges that you've run into with juggling, being a wife and a mother and a business owner and a corporate businesswoman, like all the hats you wear? What are some of the challenges that you faced, especially since starting your business and running it now for 2+ years?
Yeah. Definitely some of the challenges would be just time management. Is probably the biggest one for me.
It's never enough time.
It's just never enough. But planning it, taking time out, on a Sunday generally, and just planning my week, trying to stay ahead as much as I can is definitely helpful. So you definitely face a lot of challenges. One example, I had to deliver a product to a customer, and the USPS, the delivery company, was late. So just explaining that to a customer who's waiting on a product, probably for an appointment that is, within a couple of days. So just having to, realize, hey, you're a businesswoman, this is gonna happen, and you need to be prepared. So just taking that time out, getting on the phone, talking to that customer, explaining the situation, apologizing, and just being able to move on from it, and just knowing that we apologize for the bottom of our heart.
Yeah, no, I think that's the worst. It's like, it's one thing when it's your bad, but it's another thing when it's like, I don't even control the United States Postal Service.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
What do you tell somebody? They don't care.
They don't.
At all. It's like, well, where's my product?
Yes.
Woman, like, you become all types of names.
Yes.
So, man, that's hard. Okay. So, I guess the flip side, like, what are some wins or some victories that you've experienced from day one to now?
I would say that some of the wins, and I take them big or small. I count all the wins as wins, even the small ones. So, but just the past year, I would say we've been invited to a Women's Impact magazine event that highlighted successful women entrepreneurs. Candy Burris was one of the honorees. They also had Kim Blackwell and a lot of just successful women entrepreneurs. So that was one of it was a great event to attend and be a sponsor and be highlighted. So partnered with last year with the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation, and they did an event called Project Pink. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And that event highlighted breast cancer survivors or even family members that were battling breast cancer at some point. But it was a fashion show, and we partnered with them to sponsor hair extensions for the models, and also a gift basket that was part of their silent auction.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's not only important, to be increasing in numbers and all that stuff, but also that you're connecting back with the community and giving,
especially the breast cancer organization. I would definitely say my mother was affected by breast cancer 4 years ago. She passed away, but prior to that, she did have breast cancer, and just her journey of going through that and needing a wig, her hair falling out, definitely probably made me more passionate about wanting to help women and understanding the troubles and pain that they go through during that time.
Yeah.
So I would say, Hollywood Glam definitely wanted to have a community impact and wanted to give back and be a part of, every event that we can that's gonna highlight women of that nature.
Yeah, and I've been through the site because you can have like the cheap looking wigs out there, but I think it's great that a brand like this one takes the time to create wigs and extensions, especially for those who are battling breast cancer and things like that. So they have, because it's one thing to cut your own hair, it's another thing to lose it and not have control, and just what that can do to you emotionally.
Absolutely.
And then you have to go buy something, and the somethings that are available aren't the best looking, so you're like readjusting. So it's awesome that Hollywood Glam Hair is taking on that initiative. So that's great.